What's up guys, Anthony from Cooperative Forge here, and today I'll be showing you a mod that I've spent quite a number of weeks on, known as Superior Enchanting. Now what this mod does, it provides a much more strategic and rewarding alternative to the existing enchanting system, with plenty of extra features to boot. First thing you'll notice is that bookshelves can be placed much further away, and still be detected by the enchanting table, regardless of what blocks are in between. This allows for a much more flexible and spacious layout. Secondly, you'll notice that the maximum level on offer will never exceed your current level of experience. As for the other two levels, while they are randomly generated, unlike vanilla, they'll never repeat themselves. That is until you've cycled through all possibilities or closed the table. Now let's see what we get from this. Knockback. I've had some rather negative experiences when using this against strange enemies such as skeletons and blazes. A little bit more of a disadvantage than a blessing. Luckily we were only charged 5 levels for that, because this mod takes into account what enchantments you receive, not just the level you chose. The min enchantability of knockback is around 5. Furthermore, we have a reverse enchanting mechanic, so if we undo this we get the number of levels shown back in red, i.e. 2, and of course we clean our sword of this enchantment. Another thing you should know about reverse enchanting is that it actually halves the probability of the same enchantment occurring again until you close the table. Furthermore, the refund offered depends on how much XP you had before enchanting and what enchantments you received. Let's try our luck again. Now another feature of this mod is that any handheld item, not just your standard digging tools, can have Unbreaking applied to them. Now the rationale behind this is that players who are fighting for their lives against monsters and other foes should receive just as much durability out of their tools as someone who's digging a mine or building a house. Unbreaking, not bad, but we can do better. The next mechanic I'm going to show you, as you can probably see above, is the ability to re-enchant items, i.e. stack more and more non-conflicting enchantments on already enchanted items. This costs a minimum of 4 levels, or the min enchantability of the next lowest possible enchantment that you can receive. Currently I don't have enough experience here, as you can see above, so I'm going to cheat myself a little bit. Normally you shouldn't be accumulating this much experience, you should be depositing as you go, due to Minecraft's exponential leveling after 15, but this is just for demonstration purposes. Smite, that conflicts with sharpness, don't want that. Sharpness, definitely keep that. And next we get set mobs on fire, hell yeah. Normally you should be using the maximum level. You can see here that the mod's telling me they don't have enough bookshelves. Maximum level of enchanting with this mod is 35, so around 6 more bookshelves, 1.5 levels each, whoops, should do it. And hopefully we should get level 35. Let's see what benefits we can get from it this time. Notice that I've upgraded enchantments from sharpness 2 to sharpness 4 and being charged relative to their difference in experience cost. Also notice that in the likely event that you receive more than one enchantment at a time, that secondary enchantment is but a fraction of the value of the original. Sharpness 2, definitely keep that. As for knockback 1, get out of here. The rationale behind re-enchanting is so that players can always work towards the enchantments that they want, rather than having to enchant 20 different pickaxes in the hope of getting Silk Touch of Fortune. Quite a number of people have raised concerns that the re-enchanting mechanic might break the balance on hardcore player vs player servers, but ultimately it's up to the server moderators themselves to determine what the maximum levels are, just as much as whether or not they allow griefers to strut around in diamond armor or not. Another feature of this mod is the ability to enchant any tool and every tool, not just what vanilla Minecraft tells you is enchantable and what's not. You can enchant flint and steels, shears, hoes, fishing rods, and tools from other mods, each of them able to receive Unbreaking by default. However, there are other mods out there which add more enchantments to the game. Personally, I recommend the More Enchantments mod, partly because I'm biased because I was the one who programmed it, also because it adds over 12 unique equipment perks to the game which will alter the way that you play Minecraft. Once that's still not convinced, still want more features? Well then how about the ability to bottle up your experience? Notice that as I enchant these empty bottles, more enchanting glasses are added to my inventory, and experience orbs are being drained from my leveling bar, 15 to be precise. Keep in mind, however, that the bottles that you enchant will only give you roughly half the amount of experience back. Now you might be thinking, what a useless feature, why in the end would you bother implementing something so pointless? Well, to those people out there, you're wrong. Firstly, it provides a convenient mechanic for sharing your experience with your friends online. Secondly, when you come into a copious amount of experience, such as when you kill the Ender Dragon, the mechanic provides a convenient way of ensuring all those extra levels. Especially considering Minecraft's exponential leveling curve after 15. Also, a mod that's included with the download is Magical Item Repair. Now what this mod does is it allows you to partially retain enchantments on already enchanted items, as you repair them in a crafting table. Now note the enchantments on the pickaxes, one with Fortune 2 and Efficiency, the other one with Unbreaking and Efficiency. When repaired together we get a shiny new pickaxe of Efficiency 1 and Fortune 1. Notice that both Fortune and Unbreaking have dropped one level, while Efficiency has been maintained, because it was at a high enough level on the second item being repaired as it was the first. If two items have conflicting enchantment, then the one with the higher experience value is the one chosen to be kept. Finally, if rare enchantments are consumed during the process, such as Silk Touch, or in this case Infinity, then all other enchantments retain their maximum level. Now unlike other mods out there, installing this mod client-side will not interfere with multiplayer vanilla enchanting. Likewise, if your friends join your server and they don't have this mod installed, all the extra information that the mod uses is relayed via chat messages. They will still be able to access all features except reverse enchanting. Now this isn't me being a jerk, it's just because Minecraft's vanilla system will not send an enchantment request to the server if the enchanting level on offer is less than 1. Hopefully they fix this in the official modding API coming out in 1.4. Thus concludes this mod summary. Please feel free to comment, rate, and maybe subscribe, especially if you like this mod. If there is any aspect that you weren't happy with, please tell me so that I might improve upon it. Modding is of course done for free, but I'm rather hoping that the YouTube revenue will allow me to support myself whilst I mod and continue my long-term programming projects with Cognitive Forge. We've got an Android and iOS physics game to be released later this year.